Good day, everyone. Today on the bench we're going to tie you up. Here's another proven old fly that still produces a lot of fish and shouldn't be forgotten. We're just going to tie you up the Grizzly King, which has been around a long time. For that fly we're going to use some 1710 number 10 hooks. These are 3x long again, size 10. I'm going to use some mallard flank for the wing. I'm going to use some green, it's kind of a poly dubbing that I blended myself. You can use whatever you wish. The pattern actually calls for yarn. I do like a more buggy body. When you get a little wet, it really looks good. I threw a little flash in there too, so the only thing that's been modified really on the existing pattern in my opinion. Then we use some red saddle hackle for the tail, and for the collar we're just going to use some Cree. This is actually kind of a light Cree saddle hackle as well for that. So we're going to get started here. We'll just take, and then I epoxied the head too to give it a nice shiny finish and makes it more durable. And here's a pail full of them ready to go to the store. We'll get those over to Dawn for the shop a little later. I'm going to start here with get our thread on the shank, and always dress the shank with your thread. Holds the materials on there much better. Grab yourself a red saddle feather here, and then I'm just going to peel off some off the side, make it about gap length thereabouts. Just tie down the butts there if you want. You can cut them off whatever you wish. Oh, and I've got another one of my materials I wanted to mention to you as well that we need on here is a gold ribbon. What I'm using is a Legarten varnished French tinsel, and it's an oval tinsel. Just going to go along the shank, lay it flat along the shank. Get back to the tie-in position there, and then we just dub our body on there. I'm going to make it fairly fine. Get our, you can see when I've this a little nicer. I like this much better than the tinsel body. It's just more buggy. It's a little more alive in the water. I don't know, I'm always a proponent of buggy flies. So we're just going to go kind of get a little bit of a taper at the front. You notice I left a bit of a space up in the front here, and that's going to be for the hackling. We don't want to don't crowd the eye on this fly. Then we just get a few turns of our gold oval on the way up. Cut that off. And here is our little fly here for the throat. You can tie it underneath, or you can also, this method here, you can just wind a collar on. And I'm going to take about 3 turns and then tie and make sure I wrap my thread behind the hackle so it's coming in behind. And when I pull it back, I'm going to actually lay my hackle back, make sure it comes underneath where I want it for the legs. That looks pretty good. And then we'll come in with our flank, mallard flank. You can use teal here if you wish, but it calls for mallard. And there again, I just get my tips, pull it off. See there, I can kind of roll it in. So I've got my little bit of a taper. I go back to the end of the body pretty much. and then I'll just catch my thread in the back part, not at the front part of the eye yet. I want to tie it back a little bit more, so you can see. So now I'm holding my thumb in the way here. It's not going to allow my thread to go back any further than that tying point. I can build a nice neat little head on it right there, and that's all you need. Get 1, 2, 3 whip finishes, cut her off, and there you go. To finish the fly, you can use lacquer or you can use head cement. I use a lot of this nice Solareds on there. It gives it a nice shiny head and very, very durable and never will come apart. Get your solar light on there, cook that on, and there's our little Grizzly King. That's a nice fly to fish almost throughout the water column. You can use that on full sinking lines or just under the surface. Probably take it more for a caddis than anything else. So if you're fishing a caddis hatch, don't forget to try this Grizzly King. You'll be very happily surprised with that. Good luck.
To watch all our latest Sport Fishing on the Fly episodes and to order Sport Fishing on the Fly merchandise, head to www.sfotf.ca. And if you would like to book an adventure like this one showing, head to ontheflyadventures.ca and book yourself the trip of a lifetime.